We have pushed the start date back on this, and this is a class that is really not about financial freedom. It's more about creating freedom in all aspects of your life. It's fun, it's interactive, and for me it was finally the way that I was shown how our principles work together. They were no longer separate. They work together. We've made a shift. We're offering this class on a love offering basis, which means that you contribute in a way that you are able to. Please sign up in the family room with me at the service station. You know, this is a really cool day because we only have 4 announcements. So, yay. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in a small town. Actually, I better get going because what we really want you to do today is to get out and look at the Gourmets for God information. Today is the last day, the absolute grand finale. So please go out and, what do we do with my, Fran, oh, never mind. Go out and see if your bid has been accepted, because you might want to up it so that you can get it. Here's a couple of the auction items that are out there. Singing Along by the Sea with Christina and Me. And this is hosted by Reverend Christine Tillotson, and co-host is Reverend Fran. So this is an evening of organic, all-encompassing spread of delicious delectables to be savored by singers of all talents. That would include me. Definitely. Howling in the moon and gazing in the stars while dining a la fresco by the sea, entertained by the night, the desserts, the coffees, the teas and sweets, and an all-too-sweet love song setting. You can sign up to experience that right here, right here. There's a lot of things out there, and I, again, invite you to take a look at things. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Reverend Christian Sorensen, Reverend Christina Tillotson, practitioner Linda Light, and our guest musician, Mr. Carl Anthony.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. It's quite enough peace, quite enough power to set our lives in tune, in spirit, in spirit. Is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. There's quite enough peace, quite enough power to set our lives in tune, in spirit and spirit.
I recognize Spirit in this very room. I recognize the love, the power, the joy that is God right within me, in this very heart of mine. I feel the indwelling. I know and recognize the outpicturing of God. Can you sense? Can you feel? Can you know that you too are a part of the infinite expression of God? Just being in this place, being open and receptive to the joy and the love and the fun that this day brings. Opening not just the heart, but the mind, the ears, the entire being present, hearing Reverend Dr. Christian's words and the music, sensing the atmosphere of this eternal grace that we know and we call God, Source, Love, Spirit. Just taking this fully into the heart, into your wholeness of your being, in a quiet contemplation for a couple of minutes. With a heart bursting full of love, full of gratitude for this day, for this life, for this time that we have together. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Fran, and our beautiful practitioner, Linda Light, for starting our time together in such a beautiful, sacred way where we absolutely know that Spirit is in this very room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. I'm Reverend Christina Tillotson, and it's my honor to welcome you to Seaside Center for Spiritual Living on this beautiful day where we celebrate fun and joy. And I see you're all ready for our picnic afterwards, so good for you. And here at Seaside, we celebrate that joy of Spirit through all paths. So no matter what path, spiritual path you're on or not on, thank you so, so much for being here and sharing your light and your love with us here today at Seaside. Here at Seaside, our vision is a spiritual nexus inspiring people to live their divinity. And our mission is to celebrate our divinity and love our humanity and serve our community. And here at Seaside, what an amazing community we have. And of course, to celebrate community, you of course will sign up for number 26 for Gourmets for God, right? With Reverend Fran and me afterwards, yes? But I want to take my time to just honor this amazing, amazing community. Last Sunday we had a graduation. How many were here? Good for you. We graduated 10 ministers and many practitioners from all over Southern California, plus my practitioners from my online program. And we had people here from places like Germany and Canada and Peru. And those students, some of them had been to centers before, but they came here and they were just blown away. They could not believe what we have here. But I want to tell you about Lucienne. Lucienne took all of her classes in Peru, and then she's been on the online practitioner program for the past year, and she had never, ever been to a center before. And she came here last Sunday, and she felt so loved by you and so blown away by you. Just give yourselves a hand for this amazing community that we've all created together. Now I invite you to celebrate your neighbor by going and giving them a hug or greeting them.
Good morning, good morning. Hey everybody, let's do a song together. Keep standing. All right, so I made sure that they didn't put the words up on the screen today, so that what we can do is we can just repeat after me. I'm gonna try this out with them first. Just hold off, guys. Here we go. Now who do you think you are? I think. Well, that's pretty good. Now look at the person right next to you. Do that same thing. All right. Now who do you think you are? I think you rock. Oh, I think they got it. Okay. All right. All right. You guys ready? All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Now who do you think you are? I think you rock my world. Hey guys, hey girls, say hey you, what's your name? Speak up, here's how we groove with one another. Say na 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 Now who do you believe you are? All right, look at that person next to you right now. Say, what are you looking at? Now who do you think you are? I think you rock my world. Hey guys, hey girls, hey you, what's your name? Speak up, here's how we groove with one another. Now sing na 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 Now who do you believe you are? Hey Bob, come on, hear that horn. What's your name?
What's your name?
Speak up.
Speak up.
Here's how we group with one another. Say na 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 you are.
Wow. Yes, we rock. So in the spirit of fun today, I've chosen a reading from I Heard God Laughing by the great mystic Muslim Sufi poet Hafiz. Tripping over joy. What is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? The saint knows that the spiritual path is a sublime chess game with God, and that the beloved has just made a fantastic move. That the saint is now continually tripping over joy and bursting out in laughter and saying, I surrender. Whereas, my dear, I'm afraid you still think you have 1,000 serious moves. So let's just let go of that seriousness and breathe in. Breathing into that light and that love and that joy and that lightness of spirit that is through and as all of its creation. That one that in joy created the planets and the galaxies out of itself from the tiniest atom to the farthest planet. It is all God, it is all good, it is all light, it is all love, it is all bliss, it is all joy, it is all creativity. And that is who I am right here and right now. That is who each beautiful spirit is here. That joy and that bliss and that laughter and that love of spirit right here and right now in this sacred room, celebrating this sacred time together. And so I'm knowing that for this sacred time together, that joy and that lightness and that love of spirit just glows forth from the bottom of each person's heart and flows out into each life, into this community, into this state, this country, and this world, surrounding this whole planet with that lightness and the love and the laughter and the joy of spirit coming from Seaside right here and right now. And for this life, for this love, for this joy, I am just so grateful as I release this word, knowing that it is now done in perfect joy and grace and fun and love. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Okay, all right.
You're looking ready. You're looking good for the picnic today. Mm-hmm. You know, we're all dressed up and ready to go. Listen, you know, you've met you've met Carl Anthony. I'm calling everyone doctor this morning. All right. Get in on it while you can. Okay. Dr. Carl Anthony's here with us today, and he wanted me to let you know to check out his website for all the things that he does. He performs mantras, concerts around the world, in India. He's a man of many talents. He's going to be with us in a minute, and I just wanted to tell you I love you all, and thanks for coming, and would you put your hands together for Mr. Carl Anthony.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness. Here we are. It's summertime. All right. Want to hear a new song?
Yep.
Good answer. So it's called The Words, and I'm going to give you something to do every time I get up here. So very simple. It goes like this. Well, I know what I want. I mean it. Almost. Yeah. So actually, that's pretty much it. You're going to repeat after me. And the band's going to help me out with this one. It's called The Words. Are you ready? Oh, there's another part. It goes, whoa. Oh, they're good. They're good. 1, 2. won't believe it when you say it. Listen to the words go out of your mouth. Call it like you see it, claim it, you believe it. Speak your mind, now that's doing your part. Say I know what I want, I mean it. Now believe every word, say I think, and I will. Listen to the words that go out of your mouth. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Try that again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Each and every time you start to say something, tune into the dreams that live in your heart. Say it like you mean it, prove it, you believe it. Speak your mind, now that's doing your part. Say I know what I want, I mean it. Now believe every word, say I think, and I will. Listen to the words that go out of your mouth. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Try it again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Preach. Watch what you say. Watch your mouth. Did you mean for it to come out that way? Tell me, what did you mean to say? Choose your words wisely. Did you put that in another way? Bow! When you hear it, feeling when you leave it. Think about it before moving your mouth. Now you got the hang of it. See it when you think of it. Words just roll off the tongue. Say I know what I want, I need it. Now believe everything I say that I will. Listen to the words that go out of your mouth. Whoa, 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 Thank you. Hey, that is Carl Anthony. Woo! Yes. Hey, when we're going to talk about fun, he was the first guy who I wanted out here today with us. He knows how to have fun. Carl, thank you. Also, today is the first day that Seaside is live streaming a Sunday service. And you're part of it. So, hey, thank you. Oh, and Tim, good job with that. I was up in Seattle yesterday doing graduation, and there were many people there that watched our graduation live streaming from last Sunday afternoon. So it's already being watched, and it's working, and just thank you, Tim, for your dedication and for your 5 years and figuring out how to get us up and live out into the world. It is great. So good morning out there as well as right here. Good morning, Seaside. What a joy it is to be with you today. It is a day in which we get to celebrate, and those who are watching us live streaming, we don't always wear jeans. It's like it's a picnic today. So, and beach balls in our service, it's, how'd that happen? That went on before I got here. But truly, one of those timeless truths is about having fun. And Seaside believes in experiencing the Spirit in a way that is fun. There's enough seriousness and heaviness and burdens out there in life that we don't have to make our walk to Spirit a difficult one. It can be filled with joy. It can be filled with fun. It can be filled with love. And truly, that Spirit loves to have a good time through you. I can assure you that.
You know, fun is a natural state of being, and it's just the fun thing is having it. You know, there's so many people think that they're fun, and they're going to tell you what a fun person they are. You know? And it's like, but how come it's not going on here? You know, the thing with fun is you got to be there. You know, it's like fun is where it's at, and you get to be there with the fun. The purpose of fun is to live it. The purpose of fun is to be able to enjoy yourself in life. You know, it's I had a recovering alcoholic tell me once that you'd be surprised, Christian, how much fun you can have sober. Well, I mean, once you get the hang of it, you know. It's there's a lot worse things in life than having fun. I'll assure you. You know, it's if Dr. Seuss says, you know, if you never did it, you should, because it's fun, and fun is good. It's like, wow, yeah, fun is good. And truly, what a joyous way to go through life. Why do you want to make yourself miserable? I don't get it, but that people will do it. I mean, take a look at the animal kingdom. It's about the human species is about the only one in this kingdom that doesn't get that really the purpose of life is to be enjoyed. It's not here to make ends meet. It is not here to struggle. It is not here to prove a point. It is here to be able to express the presence of God. It is here to be able to celebrate, to sing, to dance. I mean, you know the old story about the atheist who gave up being an atheist because there were not enough holidays to celebrate in his life. It is okay to celebrate life. It is okay to celebrate spirit. It is okay, but yet people will get so caught up and get so serious over some of the most ridiculous things in the world, like toothpaste. You know, really, if you don't use the right toothpaste, you just don't have the sex appeal. You know, so you got to face it. You better stress out over it. Or jeans. My goodness, if you don't have a pair of True Religion jeans, you know, $200 a pop, you're just not cool. And all of a sudden, people begin stressing and worrying about all that. It's like lighten up. You create dynamics in your life that just don't have to be there. Remember the old parable about the guy who goes into a room at night and it's dark and he sees a snake coiled up and he just has a heart attack and collapses right there on the floor? And the next guy comes in, turns the light on the room and sees the guy collapse next to a coiled up rope. It's like... You know, all he did was bring light to the situation, but the guy's perspective killed him. You know, what are you doing with your perspective? Are you choosing to perceive that your walk and your journey through life is fun? Or is it a struggle? It does. I can remember getting an insight anyway. I don't know if I learned it, but it was back in my school days. And I was taking drama class with Mrs. Mallon. And the girl who sat in front of me, Juliet, she was the most beautiful thing. And I just, you know, she definitely was hot. And, and then I remember being out in the mall once. And there she was. She walked into the store. And I sat outside, okay, here, I'm going to talk to her. You know, and I started getting nervous, started pacing, breaking out into a cold sweat, my palms. I mean, not the most enlightened approach, but, you know, I could feel my stomach just jumping as I was just waiting for her to come out of the store. And when she came out, it wasn't her. And I had just gone through all those inner dynamics for no reason. I took a rope and I turned it into a cobra. You know, what is it that we're doing in our life? We are taking the dynamics of the life situations and turning them into snakes when they don't have to. What we got to do is to learn to laugh at ourselves. I wasn't laughing at myself then, but I can look back and I can laugh at myself now. Blessed are those that can laugh at themselves, for they will never be short of being amused in their life, you know. They will never cease to be amused in their life and in their world. What is it you can do to laugh at yourself and to have a good time? There's this Zen Cohen, or maybe it was a Henny Youngman joke, about a guy who goes in the doctor and says, "Doc, you know, it hurts when I lift my arm like this." The doctor says, "Well, don't lift your arm like that, you know." It's like, can you laugh at yourself, or are you taking it so seriously in life that you're missing out on the gift and the beauty and the wonder and the joy and the fun of being incarnated in this world. I'm telling you, they're lined up to get a body to enter into this place. Because this is an amusement park. And you have been given a wonderful opportunity to enjoy life and to have a good time. And when something comes up, you don't need to make it into a snake. You get to take a look. What's going on here? I had a dog, Cappy. Captain Midnight was actually his name. And remember this time he had an ear infection. And we took him to the doctor, and he gave us some antibiotics because he told us it was an ear infection. And so every day, a couple times a day, I would squirt the antibiotics in his ear. It's amazing. He just didn't like having stuff squirted in his ear. Can you imagine that? Like, and he would run his head along the ground, his ear, trying to get it out. Trying to get. And after a week of this, and his ear never got better, I took him back to the vet, and the vet poked around there and said, "Oh, I see what it is. There's like a burr in there, or something like lodged itself." And so the antibiotics, they weren't doing anything because something was in there. As soon as they removed what was at cause for the problem, his ear got better. It's not all the stuff that we put in there. It's like we removed what the issue was. Well, in our life, we work with the topical stuff. We put in the antibiotics. We try to deal with the stuff on the surface when really what you got to deal with is the cause, with that which has somehow dug itself in there. That lie that you have told yourself that life is stressful, that you got to work hard to make ends meet. That, whatever the lie is, and all of a sudden you work on getting better, but you're dealing with the effect, not with the cause. It's like someone, stops drinking, and they think that's what the issue is. Well, the issue was the lie that lodged itself in that inner ear that they're listening to that says, you know what, your Uncle Bill was an alcoholic. It's genetic. It runs in the family. There's no doubt you're going to be. And that is their belief system. And that is what is out picturing in their life. It's not the addiction or the person who's trying to keep their relationship together. And in the back of their head is that lie that buried itself in its inner ear that said your parents got divorced. You're destined to get divorced because relationships don't make it. Or when you're ready to start that new business and I'm going to go do it, or you got the promotion, or things look like they're going to start working, and then that which lodged itself in your inner ear was not a fun saying. It is a ridiculous something that's turned into a snake that is raising its head that says, hey, you're a failure. You've never done it before. Don't you remember what your high school counselor told you about yourself, that you're never going to amount to anything? And all of a sudden, you got that lie going on in there, and so often people are trying to deal with the effects that are out there in the world, and they don't deal with really what is that issue and is that the cause in their life. And so you're carrying a chip on your shoulder, which is about the heaviest burden that you can carry. You got to let go. Be done. So it doesn't outpicture in a life that is not fun, because I use fun and I use joy as the barometer, as the compass in my life. Is this taking me to a good place? Is this a joyous experience? Is this leading me in the right ways? Because it's a timeless truth. The whole animal kingdom thinks it's right to enjoy this thing called life. Are you doing it? There was a young boy whose parents moved to America from Germany a couple years before he was born. And his dad was an international businessman, very successful. His vision and dream was his son was going to go into his business, take over his business and be a success. Well, his son just was not inclined that way. He was not good in math, which is important in business. Wasn't good in writing, which is also, and reading, reading, writing, arithmetic. Just, they were not his strong points. And so his mom and his dad would call him in German, Dummhund, which might be correct. I had a couple people correct me after the second service, which means dumb dog, which I guess is something that kids that were born in families know. But all of a sudden, this kid began to believe that he was a dumb dog, Dummhund. That he was, and he began to feel insecure, unworthy. Talk about something burrowing itself in your inner ear that doesn't lead to fun, that doesn't lead to joy. This insecurity was not empowering, but to compensate for it, he was very fun to be with. He became very popular in school because he was a good talker. He made people laugh. People felt good in his presence. And so these things kind of led him to being in like the speech club and in the drama class. And his parents, you know, these business people were not pleased that their son was leaning towards drama, and until he graduated from Yale's drama school. And Henry became a leading star on a show called Happy Days and became a cultural icon that they realized when he was 30 that he has dyslexia and he had difficulty with reading, math, and arithmetic. But as he began to have fun and let out what he truly was, he was able to take his character and have fun as a high school dropout on a TV show that America could relate to. Yeah, so listen to that which is fun for you. It will lead you in places that are right. There's a character from the Bible called Gideon. May have heard a few Bibles kind of name. But the thing with Gideon is God came to Gideon and said, "You're a mighty man, a fearless courage." And Gideon said, "Who? Me? Whoa, you got the wrong person here, God. I'm like the lowest in my family, and my family is like the poorest in town, and you're now asking me to lead the people of Israel and take on the opponent's army? Whoa, let me tell you how I'm definitely not worthy here. Let me tell you, I probably don't read, write, or do arithmetic either." No, but Spirit knew. Spirit knew the truth of that person. That you're a mighty man, that you're a mighty woman, that you're a fearless courage. Stop making snakes out of the ropes, the things that are coiled in your world. Turn the light on and see them for what they are. When you turn the light on, you're going to see that you are a mighty expression of Spirit. And you may have these questions that are burrowed into your inner ear, but I want you to know that when you have that idea and when you have that call inside of you, Spirit is saying, "Sue, you're a mighty woman of fearless courage. Joe, you're a mighty man of fearless courage. Step up and say yes to that, because you have what it takes inside of you, even if others don't see it." My son Trevor turned 12 this year, and Friday he graduated from elementary school. And for us, that was wonderful because we didn't even know that he was in the grade to graduate. He's in a school with 10 kids and 5 teachers, and he still hasn't been really strong in putting words together to create a sentence. So his ability to communicate creates a very uncomfortable social situations for him. And his academics is not at a 6th grade level. But you know what? He graduated on Friday, and we have been driving by this junior high school that has 1,000 kids in it that we never thought for a moment that is where he would be going. And whenever he would drive by, he says, "You got to be very smart to go to Oak Crest Middle School. You got to be very smart to go to junior high." And this week he got accepted to enter into the junior high school there. And so there is something inside of you that knows more than what is going out there. And I believe when you listen to that which is fun, as opposed to serious and heavy, because there's enough serious and heavy stuff out there, that you begin to say yes to that Spirit that is inside of you. You begin to explore and take a stronger stance, as opposed to being confused about life. Stephen Wright, the comedian, he has this wonderful line that says, "I used to think I was insecure, but now I'm not sure." You know? And sometimes I'm just not in my right mind. My left mind gets really crowded. Life is to have fun. You're able to take the confusion and laugh at it. When you can laugh at yourself, blessed are those, for they will never cease to be amused, is what I said earlier. You will never cease to be amused if you're willing to laugh at yourself and the nervousness that you create out of a situation that is neutral. It is just what is happening. It's what I bring to it, is the perspective I bring. What I want to bring is the light. What I want to bring is the joy. What I want to do is jump in full out. You know how you sing in the shower? There are no half singers in the shower. You're either a rock star or an opera diva. And that's the way it is within the shower. And so what you want to do is be able to follow your heart and your soul and your passion. What's the saying? Dance as if nobody's watching. Love as if you have never been hurt before. Sing as if no one is listening. And live as though this is heaven on earth. You've got to give it all. You've got to live full out. You're worth it. You're worthy of that. And you have to know that. There's a great line from Ace Ventura. He said, wait for me for 5 minutes. And if I'm not back, wait longer. Yeah. You've got to know you're worth waiting for. What you've got inside of you wants to come out. What's inside of you, I want to come out. Who you are is so valuable to me and to us and to this world. You have something to contribute. Don't allow your nervousness inside to turn into a snake. What you want to do is be able to bring the light to that situation. Those that are enlightened, they make the situations lighter. They bring light to it. Those that are enlightened, if you've noticed, live life lightly. The opposite of light is dark. But it's also, opposite is heavy, right? It's not heavy. Those that are enlightened are not living a life that is heavy. They're bringing life and lightness and joy to the situation. Now, Jesus said, come to me, those that have labored and are heavy with burden, and I shall give you rest. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. My burden is light. See, as I think about Jesus, I don't think he's this heavy, serious, somber kind of dude. He would not have been so popular if he was a drag to be around. My perspective, even in his day, you're going to be pretty popular if you can turn water into wine, right? He'd be on the top of my list, and I'm sure it wasn't cheap Manischewitz kind of wine. Turned into that good stuff. He turned the heaviness into lightness. He brought joy into situations that were heavy. His whole life was not a crucifixion. It was a joyous expansion of wholeness, of laughter, of light. His disciples would hang around him because he was uplifting. This is what you get to be in the world. And the Confucius said, wherever you go, go with heart. Go with heart, go with lightness, go with joy, go with fun. You'll find a lot more arms open and waiting for you if you're a fun person. I've noticed people either create fun wherever they go and some whenever they leave. It takes a lot of courage to play in a world that doesn't play. And playing it safe is not playing. Something Warren Beatty said, you have reached success in your field when you no longer know whether what you're doing is work or play. It's a good one to remember. You wake up every day looking forward to what lies before. I love what I do. Whether I was up in Seattle yesterday with graduation or here this morning. I love this. It is fun for me to wake up and say, thank you, God, for this day. For you guys in my life. I mean, how fun is that? Oh. Walt Disney put it pretty good. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. But you can do the impossible. Because Spirit's saying yes. Life is saying yes to it. You want to have fun in your world? And I feel, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Well, you got to say yes to fun. Life says yes. Spirit says yes. The universe says yes. You want health? You have got to say yes to that. You want joy in your life? You have got to say yes to that. You want abundance in your life? You have got to say yes to that. And when you say yes, if you tried it, it's a fun word. Say yes. It makes you smile. Write the word yes. It makes you smile. Say it. Speak it. Hear it. Yes is a fun word. Do you want love in your life? Yes. Do you want joy in your life? Do you want fun going on? Yes, that is what you got to do. And so I want to end this morning with this one last thought, and that in the beginning, it was fun. At the end, it was all fun. And in between is where it tickles the most. God bless you. I love you. Hey, let's keep it going as we bring back to the stage my brother, Carl Anthony. Woo! He knows how to have fun.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Reverend
the dress.
Christian right there. The man loving what he's doing. Thank you. Oh, that was beautiful. I like what I'm doing, too. It's so good. I get to go. Thank you. I get to go on a summer tour here very shortly. I'm going to be gone for about 8 weeks. And before I do that, actually, I'm doing a concert here locally. It's my mantra concert this coming Thursday. If you want to know about that, you can go back to my table. I'll tell you about that. But right now, I want to continue this energy and do the song called Wrap Your Arms. Now, this is very simple. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go like this. You're going to go, wrap your arms around the world together. Wrap your arms around the world. Beautiful. Now, the next part, I'm going to go, all you have to do is simply, and you're going to go, love, 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 love. Together. Love, 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 love. That's good. Now, the next part is the na-na part. So you're going to go, na 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 na. You got the words?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys ready over there? All right. This is our last chance. We're going to do it now. All right. Here we go. 1, 2. No, actually, let me just start first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give a little love and hope that you can't give enough. What'll it be? All we have to do is simply love, 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 love. Try it again. You got the love, 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 love. And wrap your arms around the world. Come on, wrap your arms. Wrap your arms around the world. Nice. Wrap your arms around the world. Wrap your arms around the world. Come on. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 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 Now clap your hands. You got to understand that one of these days, all we have to do is simply love, 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 love. We got the love, 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 love. And wrap your arms around the world. 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 Bob, come on! Here we go! Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 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 Now give a little love. I hope that you can give us now. What'll it be? All we have to do is simply love, 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 love. Let me hear you. Got the love, 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 love. And wrap your arms around the world. 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 Oh! Here Here we go. Na 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 na.
All right. That's Carl Anthony. Knows how to have fun, that's for sure. All right, well, this is the time of our service where we have the opportunity to share our gift, to give our offering, to just say thank you in the sense of that life force, that which supports us and sources us in all aspects of our life. And so as you give back in supporting Spirit's work in your life, what you'll find is Spirit supporting its work as your very life. And this is the time of our service where we just pause and just listen to our heart and take this opportunity to support this community with our financial gifts and know that it is something that comes from our heart. It is our participation supporting Spirit showing up in our life and reminding us that life is fun and that we have the power to change our perceptions. And so I invite you to listen to your heart at this moment and give from that kind of place. So I'd like to call our ushers forward at this time as we take our gift and our offering from that heart place and know that you can't outgive Spirit, that it is all Spirit and it's all divine. And I want to say thank you to this wonderful crew and thank you to those who mail in your contributions when you cannot be here on a Sunday, and just take this moment to open our hearts and our souls and just be that channel and that vortex for that divine to flow. For truly we're dealing with that which is infinite, that undifferentiated substance of the universe itself, forever seeking expression. And so this is the moment where each of us gets to be the activity of that divine expression into life. And so as we allow it to move through our life and our world, we get to make that declaration, get to be that cause of that level of abundance through which each of us gets to experience in life. And so in this moment, we send it forth into this world with a joy, with a good feeling within our heart and our soul, knowing that which has blessed us will continue to ripple out into the world, blessing all those with whom it comes in contact. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, for this opportunity to participate in the flow of life. And so it is. Amen. And together, let us say the sharing of our tithes and offerings, which is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Again, with a lot of heart and soul and passion. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. side, Bob Mathis on the saxophone, Paulus on the drums, Tom on the bass, and that's Lynn Willard there on the Busendorfer. Great job. Speaking of great jobs with music today, Carl Anthony. Woo! Fun. Reverend Fran, thank you for your blessed musical expressions at Seaside. Thank you, Dr. Christina, for sharing this morning with us. Giving us sound in the back is Chris. Giving us visuals is Marv. And live streaming this to the world is Mr. Tim Griffin. And know that there's CDs available right after the service. If you want to listen to all those one-liners I stole from somewhere, they're in there. So we love them. Hey, I see some gift bags. If there's anybody that's here for the first time, I want to invite you to stand. We'd love to give you one of our gift bags that has a CD in it, some information about Seaside and religious science. And there you go. All right. Just thank you for being here. Look at these individuals. Send them your love. Your presence here today just touches our heart and our soul. And who you are really makes a difference on this day. So thank you. Thank you. And if you guys didn't get one of those gift bags, I'll tell you what, you can pick one up on the there we go. We got some more right there. So, hey guys, how's it going? How's your fundraising going for camp? Good. That's you guys are doing a car wash today, right? Good. I left mine really dirty for you, so I'll pay you double. How's that? Okay, that's good. Hey, support our teens. They are going to camp. And we also have a wonderful picnic going on here in a little bit, so I'm going to wrap things up swiftly. But I do want to tell you, Monday night we've got a wonderful class with Linda Light about conscious just separation in a relationship in your life. It's backed by popular demand, I'm sorry to say, but it's very valuable. So people love that. Tuesday nights, you want to know the history of religious science, the roots of religious science. Reverend Catherine is going to take you through those that influenced Ernest Holmes, the Trowards, the Emersons, the Emmekers Hopkins. Thursday night, we got Reverend Lori teaching you how to create more abundance in your life with financial freedom. So there is a lot going on. But today, I want to chef it up one last time for everybody. Today is the last day you get to sign up for Gourmets for God. What Gourmets for God is 41 individuals from your spiritual family are opening up their home to share a meal with you. There's sign-ups in the back, and it's a bidding kind of thing, and today is the last day. It closes. And what is great about this experience is you get to go into somebody's home with 6 people, 8 people, whatever the limit is, and why, thank you. And so I thought I would just take advantage. Jay, if you're at the first service, you could have given me some pointers. He's our wonderful in-house gourmet chef who does it professionally. I just do it once a year, and I thought, well, today is a picnic. So what would be perfect for a picnic? But salsa, because everybody brings chips. And I asked Debbie, how about salsa? She said, well, make sure it's mango. I've never done mango salsa before. But I can do it. It's just all, you put in some fresh, right from my garden, organic cilantros. And here's the key. You never would have thought, cucumbers. It makes it pretty good. Jalapenos, just a few, maybe a few more, maybe a lot more, and the seeds, but don't tell anybody. Red peppers, that'll be good. Onions. I chopped a lot of this so you wouldn't have to sit here watching me. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning for you to do this. That's it. But I got some great chopping tips, like the mango. My cousins from Gabon, where they have a lot of mango, said you do a cross, like a checkerboard on them, and then you cut it out and they come out in little pieces. Doesn't work, but it's a good thought. Little bit of lemon. Whoops. Don't tell Tammy, please. Salt. A little bit of pepper. A little bit more. In case pepper's not enough, a little Tabasco. Yeah, a lot of Tabasco. And this is my made-up tip. Wasn't online, but I like this lemon pepper thing. In case a little tad of ginger. I use real stuff, but I got in late last night. And then come on. No, shaking. You mix it up a bit there. Let's see. Okay, we don't want soup. We want salsa. Let's see if we got any pieces. I don't know. I may be a little bit too much this time. Yeah, well, let's see. I'll taste it. Now, Laura, you can taste it. Let's see. A little too soupy, this service. Okay, let's try it. Okay. We can try it, yeah. Hey, I like your attire today, Carl.
You like that?
Yeah.
I got the memo.
That's good. Oh, man, that's good. I better give it to the park. Okay. There you go. So you gotta go to our picnic if you want to experience some of my salsa. So anyway, I'm sorry in the front row. If, try to get it out of my teeth. Okay, I'm gonna pray. So everybody head on over to the park. Hey, first sign up for Gourmets for God on the way out. Would love to share a meal with you. Have your cars washed by our teens. Any of them like 16, old enough to move our cars, or? Debbie, is there anybody else? Debbie, are you going to be there? Please? Is this a fun community or what? This is your home. This is what you have created. I thank you every day for it. Hey, it's with that joy. Let's pray and feel that presence, that life force, that divine. For truly, this is a blessed moment where there is the emergence of that greater life expression. For truly the blessings of the divine is in this moment. I can feel it, I can sense it with the joy, with the laughter, with the applause, with the smiles, with the heart opening. For that is the life that I am. That is the first breath, the first cause. It is from this revelation that I speak as Spirit. For there is no otherness in the absolute space. And so it is from this infinite that I choose to see as Spirit sees and know right now that this world is moving in the right direction. I will not allow the fears and the concerns of the society or the politics, but rather I will allow the divine vision to bring the light and make the heavy situation lighter. It will allow me to see that the fears were only of my concern. And so I know that there's something greater that is operating in this moment, and I am coming from that right now, knowing the truth of our individual lives is one of wholeness, that each and every one of us is a divine expression, and our individual world begins to reflect that revelation of wholeness and the abundance and the love and the joy and the intimacy and the honesty and the happiness and the funness of it all. To which I say yes. I say yes to that expression of God that is moving right here in this moment through each and every one, for this is a vortex of that God expression. And so I invite anyone to lift into this space, into this divine frequency of wholeness, any concerns that might be relevant in your life, in your world that you're working on, those points of evolution, whatever it may be that is less than ease. Be willing to say it is there, but know that it is not the truth. For truly healing can move in when I'm willing to look beyond the topical healing modalities to that which is operating at cause, and have removed from the inner ear the confusion and the lies and the untruths of being, and return with ease and grace to a place of joy and fun and wholeness. For truly the blessings of Spirit is in this moment. I can feel it. I know it is true, and I'm grateful for that emergence among this community, that every member of this wonderful spiritual family moves to ever greater conscious connection with the source, and that Seaside continues to grow, it continues to thrive, it continues to prosper, because it says yes to the vision, and it reaches out, meets the needs of us that are seeking to know in a greater way. So it's with this gratitude that this wonderful vibration of life goes out into the community we serve, to our nation. This love and this peace and this well-being surrounds the globe. For truly we are part the species that knows this world can be enjoyed. I say thank you for this knowingness, and I let go, trusting and believing that it is so, and so it is. Amen.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. Did not know the grace of God was sufficient. Did not know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged and trying to make it through just one more day, you gotta let it go. Let it all go. And this is what we gotta say. Come on! I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. You know, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Seaside, take one. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here. Yes, I'm only here. Yes, I'm only here. Yes, I'm only here for God. Amen.
Hey, and our affirmation is, it's okay for me to have fun. Together. It's okay for me to have fun. Oh, come on, let it be true. It's okay for me to have fun. One more time. It's okay for me to have fun. And our song of grace.
I'm living in love. I'm living in peace. I'm living my life. What I believe, through joys and through fears. In this world I walk. God's grace shines on me, and it shines on us all. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We're living in love. We're living in peace. United we stand as one family. We honor all truth as together we walk. God's grace moves through me, and it moves through us all. We are living in grace. 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 Amen, amen.
job, girls.